So now we are at the end of the shift. Imagine that there were more conversations that I had throughout. Maybe there were plenty of chats where I actually didn't even connect. They just hung up within 5 minutes or something like that, or they left within 5 minutes. And in those cases, I decided not to even record them because it's not worth it. You might decide that it is worth it. That's totally up to you. It's really... I would highly recommend, don't be limited by the system that's built. Don't be limited by what's worked yesterday. If you decide you want to try something different tomorrow, do it. Just see what you find helpful. Experiment. So we can see that last shift, this is what happened. Now that we're at the end of this shift, I want to do a couple of reflections. And I'm going to, what would I do differently if I had another chance? That's probably the most helpful thing. Three-tier response maybe, and perhaps I could try build more practice into my day-to-day for presence, whatever that might mean. Maybe a singing bowl or whatever, meditation. What I'd like to practice next shift, I can do this by focusing on. So now that the shift is finished, the final thing that I'll do is fill out the rest of this information. Probably post vibe check, maybe a little bit lower after this red light conversation. It was really tough. It took a lot out of me. Care, yeah, could have done better, I think. Did well. Following process and procedure. I did actually invite them into the here and now a few times. I'm going to type ISS to see what comes up as well. Collaborating with the ISS, yeah. Key lessons. So what was the really big takeaway from that red light one? Pay closer attention to personal feelings, especially breathing and posture. If I'm pulled in, sometimes this is literal and figurative. Okay, so that was a big takeaway from this shift. And next shift I'm going to work on, let's see what compassion, so there's conveying empathy and there's compassion, but there's not self-compassion. I feel like that would be the main thing that I want to focus on next shift. Cool. If I want to, I can create a new journal entry. There's a couple of example journal entries in there. And now I'm done. Go back, view the main screen, look at that. Started feeling a little bit better, ended feeling a little bit lower. So what I'm going to do as a result of that is really focus on my self-care. What is it that I want to refill my cup with? Maybe some slow dopamine, maybe get some sunlight, or sleep, or listen to music, something that's not really fast dopamine, but more slow dopamine. That's that. Maybe I finish my shift by sending a question. Hey, I tried to do this thing and it didn't work as I expected. So, yeah. Cool. That was a speed run of how to use this at a basic level. I hope you found it helpful. Stay courageous. Keep at it. Reflective practice is uncomfortable. So, if it wasn't uncomfortable, then you wouldn't really value the lessons that come from it. Or at least I wouldn't anyway. Much love. Stay courageous. I'll see you soon.